from your perspective, when do you think that Lucifer or Satan fell? Was it before God created the world or afterwards?
The fall of Satan and the time of the fall of Satan. That's a really hard question. And let me just explain why a lot of people like to say it's after the creation of the world. And they say that because God, the Father, says, actually the triune God, all participants in the Godhead, say at the end of this creation, after each day, it is good, it is good, it is good. And the creation of man, right, it's all very good. So that they would say, hey, if he's saying everything is good, everything's copacetic, everything's fine, then Satan couldn't have fallen yet. So he has to fall sometime between the creation of the world and then showing up in the garden, speaking through this host animal that ends up becoming a snake. It had to happen somewhere in there. And I'm going to say, well, I don't think so based on that alone. I don't think the word of him saying about the physical creation of the world, it is good, means that Satan hadn't already fallen. Other people add, well, I think he had to fall after creation because that was the thing that made him jealous, right? Well, I don't know. In looking at the two passages that I have that describe this, and I do think they describe it, some people debate it, but I've looked at it enough to think, no, I'm convinced that Ezekiel 28 and Isaiah 14 speak about the fall of Satan, not just the prince of Tyre and not just the king of Babylon. These are discussions that ultimately venture into the realities of this angelic being called this guardian cherub who falls, who's in the Garden of Eden, and he was anointed and he was cast down because he was proud in heart. I don't think that necessitates after the creation of the physical world and him being jealous, and I don't think it has to happen after the creation of the world, because I think what God was talking about being all good was the creation that he was creating. Not it's all good here and it's all good in the spiritual realm too, where Satan is. So I don't know, but it obviously has to be before Genesis 3. Some would put it in Genesis chapter 1, verse 2, when it says the earth was formless and void.